This here is what is known as a two-part analysis style question from the integrated reasoning first section of the executive assessment, and you'll find this problem at the free sample question set over at mba.com. And whenever you encounter a two-part analysis question format, you're going to want to scroll down and identify what the task is and what type of question you're engaging with, whether it's verbal style or math style. So we read the paragraph at the end and it says, among the five hypothetical specimens E through I, select for supports the specimen whose dorsal and tail fin areas provide the strongest additional evidence for the hypothesis. So we're looking for the supporting D and P fin for whatever the hypothesis is. And I have no idea what that is just yet, but I probably recognize that this is a critical reasoning verbal style structure wherein we're being asked to find something that is strengthening whatever the argument's conclusion, which functions of the hypothesis is. So then we keep on reading the question, and it says, and select for undermines the specimen whose dorsal and tail fin areas provide the strongest evidence against the hypothesis. So we're looking for the weakening B and T fin for that same hypothesis. So obviously now we've got to scroll on up and figure out what that hypothesis is. And it says that a biologist measured the areas in square centimeters of the dorsal fins and tail fins of four adult specimens, A through D, of a particular species of fish. For each specimen X, the area of the dorsal fin is given as dx, and the area of the tail fin is given as tx. And we want to show that we have support for the hypothesis. And we can see that for A, D is equal to 4 and T is equal to 5. For B, it's the D is equal to 2 and the T is equal to 3. For C, we've got the D is equal to 3 and the T is equal to 4. And then for specimen D, we've got the D is equal to 5, meaning the dorsal fin, and T is equal to 7. Thanks for watching this executive assessment explanation video. If you're enjoying the tips it contains, please consider liking it and potentially subscribing to this channel to be alerted when additional videos such as this are released by my guru. Also, check out the description below as it includes a link to our full executive assessment prep course produced with our partners at Analyst Prep. For now, let's get back to this video. So, on the basis of these specimens, the biologist hypothesized that the areas of the D and T fins, so hypothesis is going to be that the D and T fins of adult fish of this species are positively correlated. And we need to understand what positively correlated means. It means that they increase or decrease at a constant rate. And we should be able to see that it's basically 4 out of 5, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4, 5 out of 7. So we should be going up in dorsal fin and up in T fin, but D is going to be just a little bit less than T. So now we'll go to our answer choices, scrolling on down. And so the first one, we've got 2 and 2. Well, we don't want them to be equal. We need there to be a little bit of a gap between D and T to support. So that's not going to work. Then we've got our next one, which is 3 and 3. Again, that's not where D is a little bit less than T. When we're looking at the third option, though, we've got D is actually greater than T, and we should be able to recognize that's the opposite of what we want, so that's going to undermine. Then we've got them being equal again, which we know is not the exact goal for correlation, whereas the last option of 6 and 8 would fit in very nicely if we just kind of said for the hypothetical of I, that the dorsal fin was equal to 6 and then the tail fin was equal to 8, it would continue the relationship almost exactly from what had come before, and indeed is our correct answer,